One of the biggest pains in life is comparing ourselves with others. We look at someone else's success and wonder, why am I not like them? Slowly, this thought steals our peace. We stop enjoying who we are and begin wishing for someone else's life. Today, because of social media, this comparison has only grown stronger. We see people smiling, traveling, achieving, and suddenly we feel like our own life is not enough. But the truth is, every path is different, and every person has their own time to bloom. This story is for anyone who has ever felt, I'm not as good as them. In a quiet village, there lived a young seeker who struggled with this pain. Whenever he saw someone sing beautifully, he wished he had that voice. Whenever he saw someone strong, he wished for that body. Whenever he saw someone rich, he wished for their money. Day by day, these thoughts made him restless. One evening, while walking with a monk, he confessed, "Master, no matter how hard I try, I feel small compared to others. Why am I not like them?" The monk paused, then smiled gently. "Come with me tomorrow morning. I will show you something." The next day, the monk took him to a large garden. Roses, lotuses, sunflowers, and lilies bloomed in every corner. The monk asked, "Tell me, which flower is the most beautiful here?" The seeker looked confused. "I can't say, Master. The rose is fragrant, the sunflower is bright, the lotus is pure, and the lily is gentle. Each one is beautiful in its own way." The monk nodded, "Exactly. But imagine if the sunflower started saying, 'I wish I were soft like the lily.' Or if the lotus said, 'Why am I not red like the rose?' Wouldn't that be foolish?" The seeker smiled, "Yes, Master, very foolish." The monk replied softly, "That is what you are doing with your life. You forget that just like flowers, every person has their own beauty, their own strength, and their own time to bloom." They walked further until they reached a forest with a river flowing nearby. The monk pointed to a bird perched on a tree, a tiger resting under the shade, and fish swimming in the river. He asked, "Tell me, which one is the strongest?" The seeker hesitated. I can't say, Master. The bird can fly high, the tiger is powerful, and the fish swims swiftly. Each is different." The monk smiled, "Exactly. Now imagine if the fish said, 'I wish I could roar like the tiger.' Or if the tiger said, 'I wish I could fly like the bird.' Or if the bird said, 'I wish I could swim like the fish.' Wouldn't that be ridiculous?" The seeker laughed softly, "Yes, Master, very ridiculous." The monk continued, "Each creature is perfect in its own way. The fish rules the river, the tiger rules the land, and the bird rules the skies. You, too, have your own nature, your own strengths. Comparing yourself to others only steals your power." From that day, the seeker stopped comparing and began to value who he was. Slowly, peace entered his heart. He discovered his own talents and used them fully. Years later, when people asked him the secret of his calmness, he would say, "Never compare yourself with others. A flower never competes with another flower, it simply blooms. A fish never envies a tiger, and a bird never envies the fish, they simply live in their own way. Do the same, and you will find true happiness." If we see in our life, every moment we spend wishing we were like someone else is a moment we lose being fully ourselves. Every time we compare, we forget the unique gifts we already carry. But just like the flowers in the garden, or the fish, tiger, and bird, we each have a place, a purpose, and a power that no one else can replicate. When we stop looking at others and start honoring ourselves, life begins to feel lighter, brighter, and more joyful. Our struggles turn into strengths, our passions find their way, and even our smallest efforts create ripples we cannot imagine. So remember, accept who you are. Nurture your talents, follow your own path, and bloom in your own time. When you do this, peace will come naturally, and happiness will no longer depend on anyone else's journey. You will finally feel free, because comparing yourself with others will no longer hold power over your heart.